Hey everybody, Katie here with Backwoods Pursuits, and before we jump into today's video, I just wanted to give you a quick little background. You saw my most recent video was the first day of archery season, and even though I was only able to hunt half of the day because I had to work, it felt so good to get into the woods and get the season started and kicked off. And then unfortunately, a few days after that, I ended up spraining my ankle pretty badly and was laid up for a while. So I didn't end up getting back into the woods until mid-October. So that's where this video is going to start. It's going to start on the first day I was able to get back into the woods after hurting my ankle, and I believe it was October 18th. And I was so excited to get back into the woods that on this morning I forgot to do my intro interview. So just to give you a quick background, I was hunting in one of my stands that was really easy to access. It's not very far off of a paved road. It's still in the National Forest, but just a really easy walk, only about 200 yards off of a paved road where I can park. And I did that because of my ankle. I didn't want to have to walk too far just getting back into the woods. I was probably already pushing it a little bit anyways. But just an easy spot to get to as opposed to some of my other stands that are half a mile to a mile or more back into the woods. So you will hear a little bit of road traffic in this video, but it was just an easy spot to get into and it felt good to get back into the woods. Hope you guys enjoy this video and thanks for watching. He's bedded down. It's hard to see him through the brush, but he's 20 yards in front of me. Just chewing his cud. I was about ready to get down from the stand, and then he walked in. And now I'm stuck here. I know this is a good spot, and I don't want to ruin it. So now, I guess now I gotta sit here until he gets up and moves again, which, who the heck knows when that'll be. I'm a little chilly too. I don't think I can get another layer out. He's just chewing his cud and grooming himself. He has no clue I'm here. Wind is in my face. Well, as you can see, he got up and moved. He laid there for about an hour, and the wind changed as I suspected. It was supposed to change a little today, and it did. And instead of coming in my face and in his face, which he was in front of me, he couldn't smell me. He never knew I was here. As soon as that wind swirled and started going this way, he smelled me. He got up. He didn't run far when he first got up, but you could see him licking his nose and sniffing. And amazing. I mean, it's they live by their noses. It's just truly amazing. That's how they survive. And you can put on as much cover scent and do the whole washing your clothes, which I do it all. But if you don't play that wind, it'll get you. And that just shows it right there. As soon as that wind changed, he got a whiff of me, he got up and he moved. I don't think he fully busted me. I mean, he was kind of looking over this way, trying to figure out what the heck he smelled. And he just kind of took off. So I don't think he didn't ruin the spot or anything like that, but that was pretty cool to see. And just a young 8-point there. Nothing that I'm after this year. It's way still early. And I already have some meat in the freezer from that spillway buck that I happened to get a permit from the Game Commission for. Okay, let me explain this a little bit better for you guys. You heard me mention about getting a meat permit from the Game Commission. So there was a young buck that fell into a spillway of a local reservoir, and the Game Commission came out and they put them down. So I went out there and was able to obtain a meat permit from the Game Commission. But I wasn't able to keep the antlers, skull, or hide, and I had to climb down into the spillway and quarter the deer out, put it in my backpack, and then pack it out of the spillway, which I did, and it worked out fine. Little bit of work, but I got a lot of meat. I got almost all the meat off of the deer. So that's why I was being a little bit more picky in terms of the size of buck I was going to shoot this year, because I already have a freezer full of meat. I already got a deer before any of the season started. So I have the luxury of being a little bit more picky in terms of what size buck I'm going to shoot this year. So that's my reasoning behind that. So I'm being pickier this year. I got some meat already. I'm going to let the little guys go. And it's still early. Lots of things can happen. But that was pretty cool. I'm pretty cold. I couldn't get any layers out of my bag. I couldn't get a snack out. I didn't want to scare them away, but eventually that wind did. Anyways, I'll probably give them about another 5-10 minutes, and I'm just going to slowly pack my stuff up and head out of here. On the way out, we'll check out where he was lying down, and catch up with you guys in a little bit. So, there's this tree right here. He was bedded just in front of it. There's a little mound here. Let's see. That's where that buck was bedded. Right here. He just laid down right here. See how it's matted down there? And he just laid right in here. I mean, you can see it's all this thick beech scrub, and he could lie here and look up that way. And when he was lying here, the wind was coming right in his face. And you see behind here, he's got all this protection. This is like a dip, and there's like a mound right here. He felt safe in here. And that's where he was lying. And the tree I was in is that tree right there, this maple, 20 yards away. I always like finding the beds or seeing them bed down, because I like to look around the surrounding area, kind of make note of what time of day they were using the bed and what the wind was doing for that particular bed. So I just wanted to show you that, and I'm gonna sneak out of here, or hobble my way out of here, go home, get something to eat, and come up with a plan for the afternoon.